Comes to our President Donald J. Trump, and I'm running officially for President of the United States of America in the 2028 election to help President Trump make America great again, keep America great, and to help him save America. And I'm running because I love President Trump. I love our country, the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. And I love our great American people, and I want to help President Trump make America great again. That's why I'm running. Now, before I begin, I just want to say this. I've made a campaign promise on social media, on my campaign website, that until November 2028, I will support President Trump's America First agenda 100%, because I believe Jesus Christ is with President Trump, and President Trump will win the election and become the 47th President of the United States of America. And if I get the great honor of being elected President in 2028, I promise you today that I will always make decisions for our country, keeping you, our American people, first, and keeping our country, America, first. Now, as you obviously know, farming is a very important issue and a very important industry, not just in Iowa, but across the country. And I love our great American farmers, and I love our great American farmers for a few reasons. The first reason is they provide food by working extremely hard hours to the entire country and the world. But I'll be honest with you, the main reason why I really love our farmers is because they are very patriotic people. You have to love the country, and they love our country. I've met a lot of farmers in Virginia, I've met a lot of great American farmers in Iowa, and they love the country. And so I will fight for our farmers, and I will support our great American farmers. And so, as you know, China owns a lot of farmland in our great United States of America. And I believe China should not be allowed to own any farmland in our great country. And I will say this, I believe President Xi of China is a very strong man, and he's a very smart man. He rules his Chinese Communist Party with an iron fist. But the difference is, he loves China, and President Trump and I love our great country, the United States of America. And so we'll get along great with China, we'll get along great with President Xi, because they will respect our country and they will respect President Trump. And if I get to be president, I believe he will respect me. But I will fight for America, and I will make sure that China is not allowed to own any farmland in our great United States of America. That's a campaign promise. Now, another important issue for me is the issue of illegal immigration, because I stand strong against illegal immigration. I'll share a story with you here. July 13th was obviously the horrific assassination attempt against President Trump. And I was actually at a Vietnamese Make America Great Again event at that time. I reside in West Des Moines now, but I used to reside in Florida at that time. And I was at a Vietnamese MAGA event, and I was supposed to speak right after this horrific assassination attempt happened. I was actually in conversation with a candidate for sheriff, and he was the one who broke the news to me. And I was devastated because I love President Trump. But I remember this, even in that moment of devastation, I asked the candidate for sheriff, but President Trump is okay, right? Nothing can happen to him, because I genuinely believe that Jesus Christ is with President Trump. And I respect all religions, but I am Christian, and I believe Jesus Christ is with President Trump. So I went on stage, I modified my speech, I went on stage, and I said the following three things. First, my direct message to the criminals and the gangs and the cartels such as MS-13, to the drug dealers, to the drug smugglers, to the human traffickers is this. Your brutal reign of terror in our great United States of America will come to an end on November 5th, 2024, when President Donald J. Trump will win the election, and we will once again shut down the southern border. We will build a wall, we will stop catch and release, we will stop asylum fraud, and we will designate all foreign cartels in our country as foreign terrorist organizations, and we will choke off their supply to the global financial system, and we will once again make America great again. Second, my direct message to the criminals is this. If you fire a bullet at President Trump, or if you fire a bullet at me fighting for my and our great United States of America, I believe, and I believe President Trump also believes, it is not our responsibility to duck from the bullet. It is the bullet's responsibility to miss us. And third, I said what I said earlier on in the speech as well. I believe Jesus Christ is with President Trump. with our country and with our great American people. And he will win the election and make America great again. Third, I'm a strong supporter of our police, sheriffs, ICE, military, veterans, firefighters, and first responders. And I believe in defending and not defunding these groups. Most people in the groups that I mentioned are great people who run towards danger to protect civilians and residents they do not even know. And I believe this is bravery and courage of the highest level. And so we must defend and not defund. And the last policy point I'll say before I say a few things against Kamala, if that's okay. I stand strong against the critical race theory, or the CRT. I believe the CRT has been designed by the Democrat Party to divide us racially and to make Caucasian people or white people feel like they're oppressors or white supremacists just for being white. And I can say this with some level of freedom, right? I'm a person of color, as some people like to call it. But look, I believe there is zero racism in President Trump's Republican Party, and President Trump is a not racist person. And now let's talk about Kamala, President Trump's opponent. So, President Trump made a tremendous post on campaign social media very recently. He said, Kamala Harris is dumb as a rock. And I do believe Kamala Harris is dumb as a rock. A friend of mine and I were in conversation a few months back, and he said to me, Kamala Harris is an empty suit, S-U-I-T, empty suit, which means she's an unremarkable person. And I do believe Kamala is an unremarkable person. I mean, just look at the word salads, right? She says a few sentences that she somehow manages to string together. And at the end of the few sentences that she has somehow managed to string together, there's hardly any sense that comes out of it. And so she, when you contrast that with President Trump's tremendous wisdom, tremendous advice, tremendous encouragement, especially from his books, videos, and interviews, that itself is a big difference between President Trump and Kamala. And Kamala is a very incompetent person. She's a very incompetent person. She lacks ability. I think it's just the lack of ability. And I believe President Trump is going to defeat Kamala Harris very strongly on November 5th, 2024. So I'll just conclude by saying this. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe our country is in deep peril, and our country's future is on the line. And unless we start fighting right now, I believe America as we know it will not exist anymore. Please vote for President Trump on November 5th, 2024. And please vote for me, Gary Barve, in November 2028. And I promise you today, on behalf of me and on behalf of President Trump, that we will always keep America first. We will always keep the American people first. And we will never, ever, ever, ever let you down. We are one nation under God, and in God we trust. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America, the greatest country on earth. Thank you, and let's win this. Make America great again. Thank you very much.